How is the Greek government trying to sell what it's calling the success of this bailout to the people?
Well, interestingly, I mean, they've kept quite a low profile. We were expecting a large, if you like, fiestas and celebrations, but because of the deadly fires that ravaged Athens a few weeks ago, the entire mood has been quite somber. The spokesman of the government came out today and said that the economy and the society have now entered a new phase, that citizens will soon feel a difference. The prime minister himself, Alexis Tsipras, is meant to address the nation tomorrow to kind of press, if you like, the symbolism of all this. But the interesting part will be to see what can he actually deliver in terms of reforms, and crucially in terms of all those painful promises that he made to the country's lenders when it comes to further pension cuts and also further reducing the country's tax threshold. Now, all these are crucial aspects that he'll need to give answers to. We're expecting these to kind of take a more concrete shape at the beginning of September at this annual speech he gives to the business society and the big, the broad policy, economic policy that the government is going to take the coming year. So we'll know more then.
Natalie, the bailout may be over, but the austerity is still far from being over. What are things like for the Greek people themselves today as they try to get through every day?
Well, they still very much feel, the burden of taxation. It's one of the highest in Europe. And let's not forget the Greek income has been slashed through the years. A quarter of the country's GDP was shrank, since the beginning of the crisis. Businesses can pay up to 85% of their income, mainly because of taxes or social security contributions. So it's not easy for them. And they definitely do not feel that this is going to herald any big change into their day-to-day life. And definitely not that Greece will not follow the footsteps of its neighbors, Cyprus, or of Portugal and Ireland when it comes to the end of the bailout. So they're very fearful as to what they can expect. And some are even fearful that, this administration and perhaps successive administrations that will follow Tsipras' government might actually go back to the old habits, in quotes, of the Greek authorities that, kind of put the country in this mess to begin with. So there are a lot of question marks for the Greeks, but because of this painful day-to-day and all these big question marks, they're kind of trudging along and waiting to see what will happen.
Natalie, thank you for that.